Welcome back to Snippet Coder, and we are back with another video. In this video we will create a slider in the Flutter application. The main thing which we use here is the slider is dynamic and the all data is coming via API from WordPress, and we are going to do the custom API for all this. So here you can see the slider is working here, and we are getting here two images here. So this is our admin panel, and here we have created one page here, and we have named it as a slider, and we have added the feature images here. And for doing that we are using one plugin here which I will cover in the video. So here suppose if I going to add one more image here, and I set it as a feature image. So now I click on the update here. So from here I will reload the application. So here you can see we are getting three images. These images which we have added in the admin panel we are getting here. So before starting the video, if you are new to our channel, subscribe the channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos. Thank you. This is the plugin which we are going to use in our WordPress, and this plugin gives us the feature to make our dynamic feature images, and we can add multiple feature images in our application. The installation is very straightforward. We have to just go to our admin panel, and from there we have to add this plugin. We will click on our add new plugin, and from here we will search for the plugin, and the name of the plugin is dynamic feature image. Then we can click on the install here, as I have already installed it, so that's why I'm getting the disable button for the active. So now let's move to the page from how to add the data from this plugin. We are adding the data by creating one page here, and we will go to the pages, and there we have created one page. The name of the page we have created as a slider here, and we will click on the edit here, and from here we are getting all the feature images which we have added, and from here we can remove it, and by clicking on this plus icon we can add the new image here, and we are getting here, and we will click here, and from here we can select any image here. So after doing that we have to click on the update here, and the images will be saved in that particular page. So now one thing we have to do, that is we have to note down the post ID of this page which we have created, and the post ID for this page which we have created is 110, and in your case that might be changed. So you have to look for that post ID, and we have to note that post ID. So that post ID will be used to getting all the data from our API. So now let's move to the API part, and we will create one custom API over here so that we can fetch all these images from our API, and that API will be consumed in our Flutter application. So now we will go to our application folder where our website is installed, and from there we will see one folder name that is wp-includes, and we will click on that folder, and from there we will find one file that is function.php, and we will open this file in our Notepad++. So now the file has been opened, so we will go to the bottom of this file, and from here we will do our custom API setup, and we will click enter over here. So now we will start writing the code here, and from here we will add the action here, and the action name is, and we will add here add_action, and the action we are doing for the REST API, REST_API_initialize, and here function. Then we have to start a function here, and here the closing bracket. Then we have to register the route here, register_REST_route, and the route we are registering here under wp/v2, and the name of the API we are creating here is slider-images, and we are passing here array here, and here we will close the bracket here. So now we will add here methods, and we are creating here get request, and then we have to put here callback, and the callback function here we are creating here get_slider_images. So now we will create this function here, get slider images function, get_slider_images, and the parameter we will pass here request here. So here we have to pass one parameter here, that is slider ID, and that ID will be our page ID that we have created in our admin panel. And here we will create one variable here, and the variable name is slider_list, and we are making it as a array type. Then we will check here if class exists, and we have to check the class, that is our plugin class, that is dynamic underscore feature underscore image. If this class will be exist, then only we will proceed further, because we have to create one object here, a global type object for dynamic feature image, global dynamic underscore feature underscore image. And here we will create one variable, images is equal to, and we will use this object here. Then we will call the function here, get underscore feature underscore images. And here we will pass that post ID, or you can say page ID, and that we are picking from our request here, request. And the variable name here we are creating as a slider underscore ID. Then we will put here semicolon. Then here we will do one for each loop, and here we are getting from images as $image, and here we will fill that slider list array, slider underscore list is equal to, and here we will create the object, and we have the square brackets here, and here the variable which we are passing in our API, that is URL, and we are getting this data from image, and the field name is full, that will give us the full URL of that particular image. And here we have to do some small change, and we have to pass the closing bracket, and then we have to pass here colon, and here we have to put here and if, then semicolon, and here we will return the response here, response is equal to new of wp underscore rest underscore response, and we are passing here slider list here, and for the response status we are setting here set underscore status 200, and here we will return response. So now API is ready. Let me explain what we are doing here. Here we have added the action here, and there we are registering our route here, and we are accessing that API with the name of slider hyphen images, and here we are making it as a get method, and we are passing here callback for the get slider images, and that function we have created here. And here we have the parameter for the request here. In the request we are taking the slider ID. So now here we have created one variable of array type, and here we are checking here if the class exists dynamic feature image. Then we have created the object here dynamic feature image, and by using this object we are calling one function that is inbuilt of this object, that is get feature images, and here we are passing the slider ID here. Then we are doing here the for loop, and we are filling that slider list with our URL of the full images. Then we are closing here and if. Then here we are creating one response here with wp rest response, and we are passing a slider list. And then we are setting here status here, and status we are marking as a 200. Then we are returning here response. So now we will try to open this API in our browser, and we will see is it working or not. So this is a URL of our application. So now here we will put wp json /wp /v2 /slider images, and here we are passing a slider ID is equal to 110, because this is the ID of our page where we have added the slider here, that is 110. So now we will click on the URL and we will see is that API working or not. So we are getting here error HTTP error 500, that means there is an issue in our API. So let's see what the issue in our API. I can see here two issues is first one is we forgot to put here semicolon, and the second one that is we have put the wrong name here, and this should be featured. So if you change it, so now let's save it and let's see in the browser is it working or not. So now if I reload the application, so you can see here we are getting the URL here for the images, and we are getting the JSON result here, and the name of the variable is URL, and we are getting here URL for the image 1, then we are getting for the image 2, then we are getting for the image 3, And if you see here, we are having 3 images here, first, second, and the third one. So we are good with the API part. So now let's move to the Flutter part, and let's consume this API in the Flutter, and let's show the slider over there. So first of all, we will add the HTTP package here, and here we will put HTTP, and this package will be used to deal with our REST API for fetching the slider API and all. So now we will create one model file here, slider underscore model dot file, and we will create the class here, class slider model, and here we have the variable here, URL. Then we have the constructor here, slider model, this dot URL. Then we will do the mapping here, slider model dot from JSON, and here we have the map string dynamic JSON. Then here we will have URL is equal to JSON URL, and this URL will be the name of that variable which is coming from the API. And here we will create small method here, list slider model slider from JSON, and here we will pass string JSON list slider model dot from, and here we will have JSON dot decode, and here we will pass JSON, and we will name it as a str JSON, and here we will import dot convert str JSON, and here we will do the mapping here, slider model dot from JSON, and here we will pass X. So now we will create the API service class, API underscore service dot file, and this API service will be used to communicating with the REST API to getting the data from the WordPress, and we will integrate that data in our application, Flutter application. And here we will have class API service, and here we will create one variable where client is equal to HTTP, and here we are importing HTTP package. Then we will have HTTP dot client, then here we will have string API URL, and here we have to pass the website name, and we are accessing from our local host, and we have to pass the IP here. Then here we will create one function here, static future, and we are returning here list type of slider model get slider data, and we are making it as a async here. And here we have to import model file, and then here we will create the request headers here, string request headers, and here the header we are passing content type, and we are using here application JSON. Then here we have to create the URI. In the new package of HTTP, we have to pass the URI, and URI will be in the form of the URI. So we have to build that URI, and here we have to put URI dot. In the case if we are using HTTP, then we have to select the HTTP. In the case of if our URL is in a HTTPS, then we have to use here HTTPS. Right now our URL is in a HTTP, so we are using here HTTP, and here we have to pass API URL, and here we are passing the path of our API /news app /wp json /wp/v2. Then we have the API name here, slider images. Then here we have to pass the query string also, and we are passing here slider underscore ID, and we have to pass the ID here, that is a page ID where we are having all the slider images. In our case we are having the slider ID number is 110. Then we have to create the response here, and the response is equal to await client.get request, and we are doing here get request here, and here we will pass the URL which is in the form of URI, and then we have to pass the headers here, request headers. Now here we will check if the response.status code is equal to 200, that means request is successfully. And then here we will get the JSON string here, JSON string is equal to, that is coming from the response.body, and here we are getting the response in the form of list slider model, response model is equal to slider from JSON, and this is a function which we have created in this slider model here, and we are calling this function there, and here we are passing the JSON string, and here we will return response model, and the else condition we will return here null. So what we are doing here, we have created one function here that is get slider data, and we have created the request header here, that is the content type of application JSON. Then we have created a URI, and URI we are using here HTTP, and we are passing here API URL, that is the IP or you can say website name here. Then we have the endpoint with the API name, and this is the endpoint here, and this is the API name here, that is slider images. Then here we are passing the query string, and we are passing a slider ID, that is 110. Then we are checking here response by sending the client.getRequest. Then we are checking here if the status code is 200, that means we are successfully get the data. Then we are just assigning our list slider model with our slider from JSON function, and then we are returning here response model. In the else condition we are passing here null. So here there is a one catch, because we are using here HTTP, so we have to do some modification in our android.manifest so that we can do the HTTP request also. And here we will go to the Android folder, then inside the Android folder we will go to the app folder, then we have the source folder, and there we have the debug folder, and there we have the Android manifest.xml, and here we will add application Android use clear text traffic is true, that means we have to use the HTTP here, and the same we have to use in our release Android manifest also, and we will go there, and here also we will add the same. And we will save it. So now the plain HTTP request will be work perfectly fine. So now we will create one page here that we will use the carousel here, and that carousel will be using for our application to display the data from the API. So this is the package in the Flutter which we are going to use, carousel_slider, and this package we are going to use to show the slider in our application. And the slider is straightforward, the documentation is very straightforward, and we can use easily in our application. So we are going to use this in our application. So let's move to the code part, and here we will add. So now the slider has been added. So now let's create one page here, that is home_page for displaying the slider in our application, and we will make it as a stateless widget, home page, and here we will import, and here we will create scaffold widget. Then we have the app bar here, app bar. Then here we have the title here, WordPress slider. Then we have the background color, and here we have to use the text widget. And here we have the background color, and we are using a colors.red accent, our favorite color. Then we have the body here, and we have to create the builder here, feature builder. And before that we have to create the widget for image carousel also. We get image carousel, and in the parameter we are passing a list slider model, slider list. Then here we will return carousel slider, and here we will import. Then we have the items here, and for the items we are picking from the slider list dot map, and here we have the model here. We will change the E with model, and here we will return container. Then we have the margin here. We are using here edge insert dot all 6. Then we have the decoration here, and we are using here box decoration. Border radius we are using here border radius dot circular, and we are using here 8. Then we have the image here, and we are using here decoration image, and we have the image here, and we will pick from the network image, and here we will pass model dot URL. Then we have the fit here, and we are using here box fit dot cover, and here we will pass to list. So what we are doing here, we are returning a carousel slider here. In the items we are just passing a slider list dot map, and we are mapping that. Then we are mapping it with our container here, and here we are passing a to list. Then here we have to pass some option also, and we are using a carousel option, and here we will have enlarge center page, and we are using it true. Then we have the autoplay, and we are making it as a true. Then we have the aspect ratio, and we are using a 16:19. Then we have the autoplay curve. For the autoplay curve we are using a curves dot. Then we have the infinite scroll, and we will make it as a true. Then we have the autoplay animation duration, and we are using here duration milliseconds 800. Then we have the viewport fraction and we are using here 0.8. So now we will create one feature builder here, and here we will have visit slider builder, and from here we will return new feature builder, and here we will pass feature API service dot get slider data, and the builder we will have build context. Then we have the async snapshot, and here we will have list slider model, and here we will check if slider model dot has data. Then we will return here image carousel, and here we will pass the list here slider model dot data, and the by default we will return here center circular progress indicator. So what we are doing here, we have created one visit here and we are returning a feature builder, and in the future we are passing here get slider data, the API service which we have created. Then in the builder we are passing a context, then we have the snapshot, and here we are getting the slider model as a variable name. Then we are checking here if slider model dot has data, then we are returning here image carousel. In the by default we are showing a progress indicator. So now we will return this slider builder from here. So we are ready with our home page there where we are showing the slider. So now we will call this home page from the main.dart file, and here we will remove all the unnecessary code here, and here we will pass the home page and we will remove it, and here we will import the file. So now let's see the application in the emulator and let's see is it working or not. So here you can see we are getting the slider from the server in the API. So now let's add some more data from the WP admin, and let's see those data is coming or not in the API. So we will modify and we will remove all the images, and we will add new fresh images from here, and here we will add this image, then we will add one more image, then we will add two more images. So now let's save the page. Now I will reload the application from here. So now you can see here we are getting all the new images from here from the server. Old images are not coming. So that's all in this video. I hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. From next week onward you will get all the WooCommerce admin related videos. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. I will come back soon with the more awesome videos. Thank you all.